Hi, everyone. This is Kathy. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my collective. This is a no contact, no communication reading for all signs and any. Are you on their mind? What is going on with your person? Are they thinking about you? What are the messages that Spirit has for you in this connection? Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that was recently guided here. I'm so grateful that you have been guided here. Spirit, please share with me. Are you on their mind? What the person that you're thinking of, we need to know what they are thinking and feeling, if they are thinking about us, what they are thinking. I am listening for you now. Let's see what they have. I have stand your ground, the number 35. Okay. If you've made a decision, look at how pretty that is. It like matches my display. How nice. Stand your ground. Stand your ground. If you made up your mind that you're not going to chase, okay, you're not chasing them. Okay. You made up your mind that I'm not chasing them, and they have to decide to come back to you, whether it's with an apology or to talk or something like that. I don't want you to give in. I want you to, if you made up your decision and you feel like it's the right thing to do, it's the person who keeps chasing the other person. That that person always feels like, you know, you're being breadcrumbed, or they are just kind of leading you on. They're keeping you on a string until they decide what they want. And it's sometimes really hard to not communicate with them at all. But they've got to come to you. You've got to stand your ground. So let's start with that today. Stand your ground. You know, just this feeling of I've got to guard myself. I've got to do what's best for me right now. Even though I love this person and I want them to come back, I've got to do what's best for me. A sense of peacemaker, all right? A sense of coming together. And, you know, if this person comes towards you, then it's a sense of forgiveness, right? It's a sense of, I want to hold you. I want you in my arms. I want to forgive you. I want you to forgive me. Can we have a truce? Something along those lines. Let's get one more of these. And then I'm searching for you. I'm listening for you. I'm waiting for you. The number 49. So your soul could be just waiting for this person to come back. You could be waiting to hear from them. And it's that waiting that's very, very difficult. It is. It's the waiting. But I want you to trust. I want you to trust your intuition. I want you to listen to your inner voice. I want you to be very, very guarded for your future self. And I definitely want you to stand your ground. Are you on their mind is the question. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's new. Please remember to hit that like and subscribe, comment below. Spirit, what are the feelings in this connection? I have a 10 of Pentacles. I have a Page of Wands. I have an Ace of Pentacles. And I have a Three of Wands. So the first thing that's coming into me is, I don't want to say it in a bad way, but an obsession over money. Okay. This person could be a workaholic or focusing on their work all the time. And maybe they use that as an excuse. I don't have time for this connection. I have to focus on me. I've got to make some money. I got to pay some bills. I've got to think about my own future. Something along those lines. What they weren't expecting was to have feelings for you. Okay. They weren't expecting to all of a sudden, you know, you pulled them in a different direction. You know, they could have been totally into their career, focusing on other areas of their life. And then all of a sudden you appear and you change their path, you change their focus. And it's a little bit of a spooking feeling. It's a little bit of a, I can't do both energy, possibly has happened. And somehow I wasn't expecting this. Yeah. So there is a feeling of I wasn't expecting to the feelings that I have for you. I wasn't expecting that right from the beginning that, you know, you were going to kind of open up this whole new part of me. And maybe they're looking back at, you know, where they were before they met you. and they didn't have responsibilities of a relationship. They didn't have to report into somebody. They didn't have to, I guess, rely on somebody, but they also didn't have the benefits of your love. They also didn't have the benefits of a healthy relationship. So this feeling of what is going on in this connection. Now, some of you could even have been married to this person or thoughts of a marriage, that this is the person that I loved and we were talking about a future, and I don't know what they did. And all of a sudden they got scared or they freaked out, but maybe they started to really look at, where was I before this connection? My life was easier, or I could do whatever I wanted. Sometimes that kind of bachelorette energy comes in that says, I don't have to take care of anybody. I don't have to be responsible for anybody. And yeah, that's kind of selfish, but they maybe are looked at that. All right, so now this is coming into me as a fear of losing you. So I've got this moon energy coming in, and I have this world and a Hierophant. So that just came into me as you did change their life, okay? Even if they weren't expecting this in their life, even if it's not what they had planned, even if it pulled them away from something that they were focusing on. Yeah, bottom of the deck, I have a Lover's card. So they weren't expecting to fall in love. I'm going to say it that way. All right. Like, you changed their whole world, and they were not expecting to have these feelings. And now it's like they have to choose. And I don't understand why they are struggling. It's either somehow they feel like they can't do both, or something scared them. But you definitely changed their life, and maybe they are struggling with, I wasn't ready for that change. Let's see what some of their feelings are, because right now it's almost a feeling of, when you decide what you want, I'll be here for you, but I'm not going to chase you. I'm not going to beg you. I'm not going to insist that, we're together. I want you to be with me because you want to be with me. So they've got to realize that this love came into their life, even if it wasn't expected. It came into their life and they fell in love. And now they can't deny that. They can't deny those feelings. So let's see what the feelings are. Let's see what they're sharing. Don't wait for me, please. All right. So that could be you even, like you could be so mad at this person that you're just like, I'm moving on. I'm not going to keep playing these games with you anymore either. So there's a sense of being very angry. I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be without you. Life without you is hopeless and dark and depressing, and I miss your light. So they're definitely starting to feel it. Okay. That person out there who pretends everything is fine, or the person who tells their family, I'm fine, I'm moving on, it is, things happen for a reason, they just kind of shuffle it under the rug. I think that those are all hiding their feelings. They're definitely hurting, like they're hurting without you, I'm going to say it that way. It is definitely like I'm feeling the pain. Okay. You were right. Whatever you said to them. Okay. So you were right. I guess that's good to know. That something you said to them, struck them in their heart. I have to let you go to find myself. And maybe they did say that. Maybe they said, I need time to myself. I need to go back to working on some of the things I was working on before you came into my life. I've got to refocus on my career. I've got to rebuild my life. I've got to get my act together, whatever it is. And you could be in agreement with that, but you could do it together. Please do what is best for your heart. So if you say, I can't do this anymore, like, you've got to make up your mind. I do feel like they do want what's best for you. They deep down inside, Spirit said they still love you. They're very much in love with you. It's like they can't give you what you needed or give you what you wanted. The passion I feel is overwhelming and I don't know how to handle this. So, I'm hurting, right? I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be alone. The sense of I don't want to be alone. I'm hurting, and are they sharing that with you or are they just holding it all in? I'm going to say they're just holding it all in. I'm going to say that they are struggling with, I hold in, every feeling. I'm going to, I just pretend everything is okay. I just pretend that, you can do whatever you need to do and I'll do whatever I need to do. But that's not how it's supposed to work. It's supposed to be like we're supposed to be here to help each other and love each other and talk. I wish I could be a different person. So that could be something they have to work on. They've got to try to find themselves, Spirit just said. I'm afraid to lose you and I don't want to be alone. So, as far as, are you on their mind? I'm going to say, yeah. I'm going to say yes. But until they come to you, I think that you've got somebody who's hurting really, really deeply, but they could be so stubborn or their ego could be so inflated that they want you to come to them. They want you to prove that they're the best thing since sliced bread. They're the most important thing. You will leave me like the others. Okay. And then will this pain ever stop? So there's the sense of insecurity. So they play this hand of cards that says, I'm fine without you, but deep down inside they're in pain and they're afraid that they're going to lose you forever, and they're afraid that you're going to want to be with somebody else. And at the same time, I think they would love for you to go running back to them. And that's where I'm saying stand your ground. You're not running, you're not chasing them, because that strokes their ego. That tells them that, see, I know you love me more than anybody. I know you always come back to me. And you're not playing a game of chicken with somebody. Okay. These are your feelings. This is your heart and this is painful. So you are not playing a game with a chicken with anybody. If this person wants to be with you, they're an adult. Hiding lies, covering up the truth, not telling you the whole story. They had better come in and say, what is going on, because this pain is never going to go away. This pain will never go away if the truth doesn't come out. Okay. So, if they are keeping that mask on and they are hiding and they're keeping the truth covered up, this pain will never go away. You want to be with somebody that you better tell me what you're thinking. You better tell me what's going on. I haven't heard from you, for X amount of time. How, what have you been doing? We need some time together. We would need a break. We'd need some alone time together. Maybe we just need to repair the damage if we could be together, and spend some quality time together. So, but we'd have to get rid of anything that we were holding back for sure. I do feel like it could be a soul connection. That's the concern, is that there's a lot of love here. There's a lot of hurt here. If this wasn't some kind of soul connection, we wouldn't be hurting so much. So, these soulmates are craving each other. I'm waiting. I'm hoping you will change, spending time apart, putting things on pause. I'm patiently waiting, and in this sense of fear of losing you. But somebody's got to make up their mind that they want this connection. Okay. And it all starts with communication. It all starts with picking up the phone and, wanting to talk to you. So let's see what else they have to say. Spirit, please share with me some confessions from my person. What is it? Are you on their mind? You're absolutely on their mind, but it's a game of chicken, and it's a game of, if you go to them, it just strokes their ego. So you right now have to be stronger in the respect that they've got to come to you, is how it's coming into me. Every song I hear reminds me of you. It doesn't matter where I am or who I'm with. You always come to mind when I hear certain lyrics. So there could be a certain song that you guys have, or it could be just a lot of music, just throughout the day, just driving to and from work, it makes them think of you. Please don't give yourself to anyone else. I can feel you and it tears me apart. Even knowing it's the possibility I could lose you forever. So this feeling of I don't want you to be with anybody else is always a hard thing, you know, like I still feel like we're a soulmate. I still feel like we're supposed to be together. It's a lot to ask of somebody to not be with somebody else when this person isn't communicating with you. But if you feel in your heart that they just need some time and space, and they got to go through whatever they got to go through, and you don't really want to be with anybody else anyways, then you know it would only hurt them more if they found out that you were with somebody else, you know, in a short period of time that they needed some space. So maybe you do, you know, just be alone for a while, work on you, wait for them, but don't chase. Don't chase. There's no chasing going on. I'm constantly battling myself about this relationship. So there's some guilt, there's some anxiety, there's like, what am I doing? I'm just butting my head against the wall with, why am I fighting the best thing that's ever happened to me? And they've got to give in. I promise I'm coming home. Don't give up on me. Well, that's encouraging, isn't it? Because if I'm waiting for this person, uh, I guess I'm willing to wait if I know that eventually they're coming home, right? Eventually they want to come back to me and that they really feel like I do love you and I want you to wait for me a little bit longer. Now, some of you are sick of waiting. Some of you are moving on with your life and you always have a choice what's best for you. Okay. It's not always about this person. But if they're saying, I just need some space, I just need some time, don't give up on me. And it's getting to the point where the pain is so difficult, the hurt is so difficult that they can't live another day without you, then that's when this person comes back. That's when this person decides that I need you back in my life. So we're going to put this out into the universe. I have a pretty good idea that you're still constantly on their mind and they're giving a lot of energy to, you're the best thing that's ever happened to them. They weren't expecting maybe to be as in love with you as they are. And I don't think they're expecting to be as hurt as they are. So we're going to put this out to the universe. And if this is meant to be, it will be. And we'll ask Spirit to guide you back together. I want to thank Spirit for this message today. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. I want to thank you all for your kind words and sharing. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, please check out my website at KathyMamolinsPsychicMedium.com.